Hey guys, this is Pharaoh2091 and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Path. Last we left off, I kind of have to end abruptly in the middle of, as we're trying to prove Blaise's deceitfulness, I guess, because I'm pretty sure we know that this guy has to be behind it somehow, or maybe he is behind it everything, you know, totally. And, he's terrible father. I mean, just the way he was treating Sebastian's like, geez. So we just gotta continue on from where the hell we were. It's been like a week or two since I recorded, since I've been sick. And I'm starting to feel better, but I apologize if I'm not fully there yet. If you recall Miss Jensen's testimony, there's still one point that remains unexplained. 2 types of wigs have been prepared, one of which was left unused. Do you mean the wavy wig? What are you talking about? It was something Miss Jensen found when she switched places with the victim. What does something like that have to do with the burn? Inside a costume trunk, Miss Jensen witnessed 2 wigs. One of them had been used by Miss Jensen to make her look like the victim. Now then, just what was the other wig used for? It doesn't seem like it was a spare wig. There's no need to overthink it. Just compare the attire of the culprit, the conductor, with that of Blaise the Best. Yep. Don't stare at me like that! Don't you think there's just one spot where there's a huge contradiction? Specifically, around his face. So that's not a wig at all! Indeed, it was no wig. Blaise the Best! It was your fake beard! Okay. This is a real beard, you know. Don't tease me like that, Edgeworth. $5. That's why he's using those goggles. They're holding them in place or something. Your son must have realized the truth before anyone else. That's why he was trying to so desperately to protect you. You were also worried that he would tell the truth. Isn't that why you drove your son away from here? Because he knew that his father was hiding a burn under his fake beard. Well, okay, I wasn't around his eyes, but you know, it's there somewhere. Grrr. Blaise the Best! How about you remove that fake beard of yours? Yeah! Please burn it. Yeah, I knew it was gonna burn. It burns, oh god! Whoa. I knew that had to happen with the breakdown. It was gonna burn off. So yeah, he looks like that. A burn mark! Prosecutor Edgeworth, justice has been served before the goddess of law, and for that, I give you my thanks. I should be the one thanking you. Blaise the Best, I hereby announce my verdict. You shall be taken into custody for the murder of Jill Crane. Oh, I thought more was going to happen there. Okay. Mr. Edgeworth, thank you very much. I'm so happy you believed in me until the very end. There's no need to thank me. As a prosecutor. No. As a friend. I simply wanted to save you. Prosecutor Edgeworth, I bring good tidings. It seems that former Chairman the Best has been safely detained in the detention center. Well, that's good. Okay. However, the search for the murder weapon, the auction gavel, continues. Blaise the Best is a shrewd man. There's a good chance that he has already disposed of it. There's also one piece of testimony that concerns me. Blaise the Best mentioned that the only thing he did not fake were the letters. What do you mean? First, he found this letter in Jill Crane's clothes. Then, he also found this letter on Kay, who was unconscious in the storeroom. The contents of the letters seemed to suggest that the two had been corresponding with each other. Which is why Blaise the Best assumed that the two were working together. Ridiculous. That can't be right. After reading the 2 letters, he decided to pin the crime on Kay Faraday. In order to cast suspicion on her, he planted one of the letters in a noticeable spot. The deceased Jill Crane's left breast pocket. Isn't that just an excuse? Well, yes. That's what I thought as well. It may have simply been a last-ditch effort to save himself. However, before the stern eyes of the goddess of law, these are all trivial matters. His crime shall certainly not go unpunished. With this, I have finally fulfilled one of my long-standing missions. Judge Courtney, will you tell me what you know? Why did Blaise the Best murder Jill Crane? And what lies hidden behind this case? Yes, I don't mind. You have the right to know everything. Long ago, Jill Crane was in love with a cameraman. That man was pursuing the black market auction as a journalist. And then, before he could reach the truth, he was erased. That sucks. The feelings and the items Miss Crane inherited from her beloved brought her to the auction. She had come to exact revenge on the conductor, Blaise. Although in the end, she was the one who was murdered instead. I see. So that's what happened. While the goddess of law cannot condone her actions, we have succeeded in her goal of bringing Blaise the Best's crimes to light. So Judge Courtney's goal was to expose Blaise the Best and reveal the dark secrets of the PIC. By the way, what happened to the young prosecutor? We've been unable to contact him for some time now. Do you have any idea where he might be? I had not been truly working for him, so... I see. I feel very sorry for him. What you should be sorry for is the fact that he was kept in the dark until now. No matter how cruel reality is, he will have to accept it. If he can't, he won't be able to walk his own path in life. Ever. A father's influence is not something that's easily erased. However, I'm sure he'll be able to change from here on out. Yes, that's right. Surely, you must be right. Will I, too, be able to walk my own path in life? Kate, is your body alright? Yes, thanks to you. I'm so sorry. Even though you're my patient, you ended up getting suspected because of me. Ouch! You can't just take care of the patient's body. You gotta take care of the heart, too. Well, that's my granny. Kate, how are your memories? I feel like I'm on the verge of remembering something. Well then, I shall take my leave here. I will be presiding over Patricia Rowland's trial. Well, that would be a trial for the murder of Horace Knightley. Who's in charge of the defense? Miss Crane was supposed to be her defense attorney, but now that she has passed away, we are currently arranging for a replacement defense attorney. Huh. Could be Ray, but he was, well, I don't know, we'll see what's up. Jill Crane had been in charge of Patricia Rowland's defense? I also have to get in contact with Sebastian quickly since he's the prosecutor in charge. Well then. Please wait! What about Mr. Edgeworth's prosecutor's badge? What will happen to his prosecutor's badge? With the chairman's arrest, the PIC is no longer functional, so I cannot answer that question easily. Perhaps one could say, only the goddess of law knows. But that's... You don't need to worry about me. This is the path that I have chosen. It seems you have no plans to change it either. Of course not. I chose this path to seek the truth. With the departure of Blaise the Best, the law has once again returned to our hands. If you truly desire to continue the prosecutor's path... Okay, pun, or title to the game. I'm willing to assist you in reclaiming your badge. I appreciate the sentiment, but I must decline. I did not relinquish my badge with a half-hearted feelings. I see. It seems our paths of law will continue to run counter to each other. Until our paths cross once again, I shall have you hold on to that badge. That was my intention from the start. However, on occasion, the goddess of law is quite generous. Please return this notebook to its proper owner. Kay's promised notebook? It seems there's a schedule to be put up for bidding at the black market auction. The name Kay is written on the notebook. It seems Blaise the best quickly realized that this belonged to the girl, since the letter he found also contained the same name. You speak as if he really did not know about the letters. Are you saying that Blaise really did not prepare the letters himself? Yes, that man said so himself. Kay Faraday's goal is to steal back the notebook. Jill Crane's goal is to get revenge. In order to achieve their goals, the two teamed up to infiltrate the auction. Or so he says. Unfortunately, this is all Blaise's misunderstanding. It was purely a coincidence. If the attorney from the PIC and Kay were really acquaintances, it would have been strange that she would never mention it to me, considering her personality. You really do trust her, don't you? In the end, the notebook was used as another red herring, but it's something that's very important to that girl, isn't it? I'll make a special exception and return it. I'm sure that's what the Goddess of Law desires. Well, that's, I appreciate that. I shall pray that she recovers her lost memories. And away she goes. Is something wrong? Kay, I'm returning something very important to you. Oh, this is... I wonder if she's gonna get her memories back spontaneously now. It usually works like that. Always greet people with a smile, even people you don't know. Never cry in front of strangers. Look, Daddy, I wrote them all down. Yep, I'll be sure to follow all our promises and become a hero just like you, Daddy. Oh, that's right. There's one more. I forgot to write down the most important promise. Promise number 5. Always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. I'll be sure to remember. I'll never ever forget them. Always try your hardest to learn things you don't understand. That's right! I am... Oh god, here she goes again. I am the great thief who steals the truth, Kay Faraday! I'm the second Yanagarasu and Mr. Edgeworth's assistant! I knew it was gonna happen. Kay, you remember? It's kind of embarrassing, though. Thank you so much. It's all thanks to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Even though I lost my memories, you were still always trying to save me, right? It seems you're back to normal. Wow, Kay, you've gotten better. Your health comes first. Now you can relax. Just make sure you don't run off and lose all your memories again. Miss Jensen, Dr. Young, thanks for worrying about me. Hey, if you're feeling all better, how about changing back into your own clothes? I washed your clothes for you, okay? So they're nice and clean. These clothes. Wasn't Detective Gumshoe holding on to them? He said forensics was done with them, so he gave them back to me. Have they revealed the results of the analysis yet? To be honest, I actually didn't think to ask about that. Now, more importantly, let's hurry up and get you changed, Kay. Still, isn't it better if we did not remove her bandages? Oh, well, she should be fine now. Kay just bumped her head. Oh god. She didn't really have any other major injuries. Then why was she so heavily bandaged? Better safe than sorry. A pound of prevention is worth an ounce of cure. That's my motto. What a troublesome motto. Come on, Kay, let's get you dressed up over there. And there she is. Now this is definitely what a great thief should look like. A smile certainly suits you best. In the past, now as well. Miss Von Karma, thank you for coming too. I only came because Scruffy asked me to. That's Scruffy. He also wanted to see your energetic self again. Gummy! What happened to Gummy? Who knows? Maybe he was disgusted of the man who willingly threw away his prosecutor's badge. Detective Gumshoe. I must be going soon. I'll be taking these ladies in for questioning. Oh, what's gonna happen to the two of them? One aided in the murder of an attorney, the other forged an autopsy report 18 years ago. Those crimes definitely won't disappear. Of course, I will mention in court that they were being blackmailed by the best, Blaise. We'll be just fine. As long as Granny's by my side, we're invincible. Well then, take care. Now then, Kay. Sorry to ask so soon right after you regain your memories, but I have some questions. Sure, ask me anything you want. What were you doing on the day you lost your memories? On that day, I was asked to come to Gourd Lake. I don't know who called me there, though. As I was watching the moon at Gourd Lake, a person in a red raincoat approached me. All of a sudden, he used some kind of drug to knock me out. What? What is she saying? The place where Kay saw the moon was at Gourd Lake? When I woke up, it seems I somehow ended up on the roof of the Grand Tower. My mind was still in a daze, so I stumbled around for a bit. That's when I found the person in the red raincoat collapsed. I was startled, and when I stepped back in panic, I fell from a high place and got knocked out cold again. And when I woke up, all my memories were gone. The person in the red raincoat, who exactly was that person? Oh yeah, I was certain I saw them walking in midair. Somehow this is all starting to make my head hurt. Please calm down. You're just a little confused because you've only recently gotten your memories back. Most likely, this is the main cause of your confused memories. Not well, she'd have fallen in the hole, yeah, because of that, you know, she got amnesia, but I wouldn't say that. Not the name notebook, that doesn't even make sense to me, but the memories of two different places, that's what kind of boggles my mind as well, because Gourd Lake, that's the first time she even, well, of course, that she mentioned this, and it's like, that never came up during investigation whatsoever, because there was no need for it to come up. So that is what we need to focus on here. This is probably the main cause of your confused memories. You saw the moon at both the Gourd Lake Park and the Grand Tower rooftop, which led you to confuse the two places. Huh? But aren't they totally different places? Even if I was in a daze, you really think I'd get them confused? Most likely there was something at the Grand Tower which led to your confusion. Like what? Huh. Oh, okay, how about... So I guess we gotta think here, like, what would be at Gourd Lake and the Grand Tower? And well, this statue, I mean, it's possible it could be both places, but I wouldn't consider it. Trees, maybe? I guess like a cherry blossom tree. It's possible it could be. Actually, it's highly probable it could be a lake. I think something even more probable would actually be some type of stand, like a concession stand, like this one. So let's try this. The Grand Tower rooftop and Gourd Lake have 2 points in common. They both have a cherry tree and a food stall. Okay, there you go. So I guess you can choose either one. Oh, now that you mention it, your memories were confused because you had been in 2 similar locations. The person that you first saw could not have been walking in midair. They were simply walking on the ground at Gourd Lake Park. You must have gotten that scene confused with the Grand Tower rooftop. So that's what happened. How dare they steal the memories of a great thief? They'll pay for this. Nevertheless, I wonder who the person that assaulted Kay was. The person in the red raincoat who appeared at Gourd Lake. The hell's that? Huh? What's that noise? It sounds like it's coming from the storeroom. Mr. Edgeworth, let's go check it out. What's this? My shutterbug sense is tingling. I smell me another scoop. You're still here? So, alarm went off. What the hell's there? Find out next time. I'm gonna end this off. It seems like we're at the end anyway, so I'm just keep going here. Mr. Edgeworth, this walkie-talkie thing here is what's beeping. This transceiver. Why do I feel like I've seen it somewhere before? We have? Oh god, it's not coming to my mind. Oh, this is what happens when you don't play the game for a while. It's probably from one of the earlier cases. So I'm an idiot right now. I can't think. It's still beeping, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm not particularly familiar with this sort of device. Come on, we have to answer it. Here goes. Hello, Edgeworth speaking. Kate, please don't just answer it on your own. I'm speaking to Mr. Miles Edgeworth, I presume. This voice is... Shelly the Killer! Oh, of course. Oh, of course. I congratulate you on resolving this case. However, can you truly say in good conscience that it has been solved? Are you aware of the mastermind who is pulling the strings behind this incident? You! Why do you know about the incident? That's not important right now. Wouldn't you agree? Right now, we're discussing the mastermind behind the case. I've had an inkling that such a person existed even before you said anything. After all, there was evidence to suggest that someone had used Kay to disrupt the investigation. Huh? There was... So who's this mastermind? I would like to hear your thoughts on the matter. Would you kindly show me the evidence that indicates the existence of a mastermind? Sure. I got check. I'm not really sure about that. Ticket, flower. What the hell can we be talking about? Something that shows the killer that more is going on than meets the eye, I guess. Crap. What? Nothing's coming to mind. I'm just checking everything here. See, this is kind of getting to me, because, like, you know, Get Revenge from 12 years ago, and if Blaise isn't lying about this, something had to have happened back then. Like, everything is getting connected like no other here. So far, I think that may actually be the most beneficial, well, most likely evidence I can present. I'm just seeing what else I can find here. Nah. Masks, a photo. I heard testimony here. That doesn't mean anything. Ooh, maybe this? Well... I don't know. Let's present the let's present the letter first. And maybe if that's not it, maybe try the IS-7 documents. I don't know. It was a letter that Kay allegedly sent to the victim. Come to think of it, I don't remember writing that letter at all. Okay, so I guess that was right. So maybe I guess it really was framed then. But Blaise, I guess Blaise only. He assumed that they wrote it, I guess. Who could have prepared this letter? I, too, am quite curious to know. So you're not the one who wrote the letter. What could I possibly gain from doing such an act? Is it not necessary for you to stay in court in order to make the truth clear? What can you possibly do now that your badge has been taken away from you? I look forward to finding out from the shadows. This man, how does he even know that? Do we have an understanding? Please ensure you do not betray my trust. Now then, if you'll excuse me. He said the case wasn't solved yet. What did he mean by that? And why would Mr. Tequila even bother telling us that? Ugh, nothing makes sense anymore. This case has not yet reached its true conclusion yet. However, although I've lost my prosecutor's badge, who I am still has not changed. While I don't know where this may lead me, I shall reveal the truth. I swear it. And so ends episode 4. That was actually really good. And I guess next time we're actually going on to the final episode of this game. I guess it's called The Grand Turnabout. Huh. I guess it's a great name for it, too, because it's like, let's say, because it is grand, you know? There's like so many things have been revealed and so many things are coming together that it seems like this will be like the best episode so far of this case. That's what I'm assuming. But here's a couple other speculations that I have. Now, considering that we've gone through all these episodes, actually, let's think about this. Like, going back to episode 1, we know that the assassination attempt was kind of like, it was planned out to kind of give like the president like a better rating or like just better approval, whatever, the people. And Horace Knightley killed the bodyguard because he's kind of you know, jealous of him. And then this one, it turned out the warden killed the what's this dude, the killer of the first case because she thought that Dogan, whatever, he was like one of his hitmen or whatever. So like those two connected, so, you know. And then we got the inheritor tournament, goes back and forth between, you know, Isaac Dover and whatnot, and past and present, and those are connected as well in a certain sense. Well, I don't think from the first two, but then it gets connected here, where we know that Dr. Young was the one who forged the autopsy report because, you know, and even Blaise was even here as well. So these two are connected somehow. So it's making me wonder, like, episode 5 is probably going to connect everything all together. And there's one thing that kept bothering me, is who that kid is that we saw at, I was going to say, that we saw at the first place in the Autumn Palace, Winter Palace, whatever, like in the museum, the 3rd episode, where he was like a kid. And also the beginning of this episode 4, where like they're like shooting a scene or whatever. I'm starting to wonder, like, they have to have something big with them. At least I'm thinking so, or I'm thinking of that. But also everything, and this is just speculation, but everything is coming back to Gustavia's missing son. Or wait, is it Gustavia's son? Yeah, Dover, because Dover's son, he got they said he got the inheritance or whatever. I think it's Gustavia's son. Nobody's known where he's been for God knows how many years. And something tells me that he will be like the main person to focus on. Maybe he even has a connection with that kid. Who knows? So that's what I'm thinking already. I don't know. It just seems simple to me to connect those because it's been like one of those like nagging things where it's like it's there, but I can be entirely wrong. I could be directly on the spot. Who knows? It's just my thoughts on it, you know. And okay, I guess that's really all I had in my mind because well, yep. The next episode will begin the final episode of this game, the Grand Turnabout. So, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Path. I'll see you guys later.